We hit the 12 million mark.
In Jamaica, residents of the parish of Hanover are in shock over the brutal slaying of 6 family members on Thursday night.
Chauvin had his knee on Mr. Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds in total. It's too much. It's too...
The news does not always have to be about this. There's a lot of good news, good stories, good people, good ideas to talk about. So listen up on Thursdays to Only Good News with your host, Enoete Inanga, from 7 to 8 p.m. It's going to be only good news for 1 hour, where we will share good news from stories and people, locally, regionally, and all over the world. And there's more. You will get to hear from people telling their stories of success, breakthroughs, and perseverance as we feature a special guest each week. It's Only Good News, and it's happening this Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. right after the, regular news. Only Good News on WINN FM 98.9 and WINNFM.com.
All right. This is a first. The first time I'm having 2 people in my show. First time I'm having 2 females on my show. The first time I'm having 2 creators on my show. The first time I'm having 2 beauties on my show. The first time I'm having a light-skinned person or a dark-skinned person on my show. The first time I'm having 2 amazing individuals on my show. The first time I'm having a mother and daughter on my show. The first time I'm having Tivanna and Amara on my show. So as I always start by asking, what's good? And you both can answer. Mom, you can talk into the mic too. Well, let's talk, Amara. What's good?
What's good? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, she's good. What about you, T?
I'm good.
Talking to the mic, let him hear you.
I'm good.
You're good.
Nervous.
You're nervous. You can't be. Okay, let me.
Apprehensive,
Okay, so she's purporting to be nervous, right? I think that when people are nervous, the first thing to do is something called an icebreaker. Do you agree with me? When you do an ice breaking session?
Okay.
Sure. So you game? Let's have an ice. People, I brought some ice, and we're gonna have an ice breaking session, right?
Oh God.
Right. You didn't know what you were getting yourself involved with. So people, I actually brought ice, and we're gonna break some ice because they're nervous. So we're gonna have an icebreaker. All right. So T, tell me you want a block of wood or stone? There's a block of wood, and you're gonna break some ice. Amara, you want a stone or you want a block? There's a stone or a block. Which one?
A stone.
Okay, a stone. Okay, let me give you a couple stones, and you're gonna break some ice. Here you go.
Thank you.
All right. So, Tivanna, go ahead, take your block. We're gonna start to break some ice. Go ahead. All right. So we're breaking ice. You feel nervous still?
Amara is clearly having fun.
Okay. She's definitely enjoying this icebreaker.
Goodness. She is certainly having fun.
I love it! So we broke the ice. The nervousness has left the building. Ladies and gentlemen, the nervousness has left the building. So let's get this show started. So Tivanna, let's be honest, man. What was it convincing to come on this show? I know you were apprehensive, but you still showed up, man. Talk to me.
It doesn't take too much. I told her I was coming, so once I did, then she was like, all right, cool, bet I'm coming with you. At first, she said, I'm not a talker. I'm a bit nervous. She was like, maybe we could do it another time. But are you still nervous?
She can't be. Not after that.
Huh?
Not really.
Exactly, because we broke the ice. So, Amara, you're a brave girl, and I applaud you for being here. And I am very happy that you're here. Okay? So thank you for coming here, and you even sound a lot braver than your mom.
She is.
Oh my goodness. So let's talk a little bit, right? You are a business lady thingamajig?
Not really. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, let's dial back a little bit. I see the way you look at your daughter Tivana, and there's this familiar look of this little girl is my entire world. I will do anything for her. How has being her mother surprised you in a good way, as in the things that you've been able to do that you never knew you had in you?
Well, this might be a surprise, but I always thought I'd be the last person on the earth to have a child. And she came along and certainly changed my life. Becoming a parent, you definitely have to now take full responsibility of another human being. But I was so blessed and fortunate to get this amazing girl who pushes me to the limit, you know. She is a creative by nature.
Oh, we're gonna see that today.
Yeah, she absolutely loves art, especially. She loves doing unusual things, I would say. And so I'm forced now to adapt to her way of doing things. I had to learn how to do so many things that I never thought I could do. And so being her mom definitely has made me see my own potential.
She brought out the best in you.
Certainly. That's the best way to put it.
Oh my gosh. Amara, back to you. Your mom definitely goes all out for you. I can see that. And I remember seeing your pictures from the first day of school, I think 2 years ago. You were decked out in your shiny boots. And you love boots, don't you?
Yes.
She actually came here in her shiny boots. I'm so proud of you. Are you a fashionista?
No.
You're not a fashionista?
She has her own style. You have your own style, right?
But
she puts herself together.
She puts herself together. She
yeah.
picks out her clothes.
Certainly. Who dressed you tonight, miss?
Michelle.
All right. Now that you guys, can you see her little funky hairstyle? Like she got like green streaks, or what do you call them?
Amara, you can talk about the evolution of your hair. What was it at first?
It used to be kind of like a purplish blue.
Right.
But then it like faded a bit.
And then what happened?
And now you have what?
And now it's like green.
What
It's
did
green.
you tell me tonight about that color? No.
I love it.
Yeah, so it's transforming into something that she likes.
How about you, T? Are you a fashionista, or are you just a rough
No.
dry? You just put on anything?
Clearly.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I am not into fashion.
You're not into fashion?
No.
Except for when you're going to work.
When I'm going
When you're going to work.
No. Listen, as a matter of fact, shout out to my coworkers, because I was going to put this shirt on and it was so rough dry. And I'm like, well, anybody could think that it's like a style.
Yes.
And I could hear them in the back of my head, no, Tivanna, you need to iron your stuff, because honestly, I can't deal with the I just want to go. I just want to go, you know.
Tivanna, let me tell you something. When I'm in an interview and the person talks about the next question that I'm going to ask, is going good.
Really?
Let me tell you what I wrote after that question. It says, talk about how you hate ironing. Like me.
Oh,
no, seriously.
Are you trying to say I'm telepathic?
There's something happened just now.
Really?
I literally said, talk about how you hate ironing, especially the back of your shirt. Why do you have to iron the back of your shirt if you're going to get it rumpled when you go in the car? Do you understand that, Amara? Like, do you like ironing? Like, I know you probably don't iron because you're 8, but like, if you're wearing a tunic, why do you have to iron the stuff that's underneath your shirt when it's never going to be seen? I don't get it.
I understand.
Oh, she's awesome!
I'm sorry.
This is amazing. So, all right, let's talk a little about Amara, because you started something new, and I can see that Tivanna has had a huge hand in this, because you always go big, T. You always go big. It's go big or go home. And
Exactly.
Twist, lemonade, art, creativity, all coming together. Tell me a little bit about this. And I don't know if your mom told you, but I liked your page this week. High five. Awesome. Talk to me. What's Twist?
This is like my lemonade stand that I'm trying to create, but it's not yet a thing.
It's a thing. It's
It
on
is.
Facebook.
She knows it's on Facebook.
You have a picture of you sitting on a big lemon. By the way, where you get that big lemon from?
Oh, it's a white box. It's Photoshop.
Photoshop?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Good going. Hey, I was convinced. I was like, where did we find this big yellow? So talk about Twist. What's it about? What's Twist?
This is my lemonade stand that hasn't yet opened, but I'm trying to.
Get everything sorted.
Yeah.
So tell him.
Why is it called Twist though?
Viewer.
Because I was thinking about having different flavors, but it's still lemonade.
So give me some more flavors. Like what?
So we're gonna have different flavors, but still lemonade. So it's kind of it's mixed together.
Tell him the flavors.
Strawberry.
Strawberry
apple.
lemonade. Okay, apple lemonade.
You want apple, or you just added that one?
Leave her, mommy. Come on.
Orange.
Yes. What else?
Blueberry.
Yes.
What about some local fruits?
So actually, tonight we tested one. I should have brought you some.
Girl,
yeah.
Read my
She
message.
made mango.
Mango lemonade.
Mango lemonade.
It was so good. So yeah, that one's definitely a go.
Okay. So
Yeah.
listen.
And it's real fruit. It's real fruit.
Tivana,
added.
I'm a fruit connoisseur.
Yeah.
If you ever want a taste test session,
Aye.
you can just come and line them all up, and I can give you the ratings from yay, nay to hey, bay, all of that.
All right, Amara, Twist boss. You hear what he said? He will test your.
I will test them for free.
Yeah.
I will test and taste
Yeah.
and push.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
because let me tell you, I do make lemonade every week.
Oh
For
yeah.
for my daughter, and I make different iterations. Sometimes we make strawberry. No, we made strawberry lemonade once.
Mm-hmm.
We made watermelon lemonade once.
Wow.
That was awesome. And sometimes we make star apple and lemonade. And sometimes we make passion fruit and lemonade. And one time we did do mango lemonade. So I know the different iterations that are just tantalizingly delicious. So, you are creative. Do you like to do cooking and stuff like that?
Well, I like baking with my mom, but by myself, I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'll burn the house down.
Okay. So since 4, you've been wanting to start your own business, but this finished product went through different iterations, Tivana. Can you tell us a little bit about what those iterations were?
Amara, you can tell them. Tell them
Awesome.
the evolution of your idea for lemonade. How long you've been doing it? She's been talking about it, as a matter of fact.
I've been just asking my mom for a very, very long time, and it's finally happening.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Since when?
Since I was 4 or 3.
Since you were 4 or 3, and every time you would ask mom, what would she say?
It's been a very long time. I don't remember.
Okay. Clearly, she didn't say yes until now. Okay, so there's something magical about that number 8 that allowed her to say, you know what, you can do it. So
what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
She has been. She has a sketchbook. Anybody who knows her knows that she literally draws every opportunity she gets. And so, since she was at her previous school, she would draw this lemonade stand. And I mean, we're definitely going to use the sketches to create some sort of display of the evolution of this lemonade stand, because before she could actually sketch properly, she was drawing a lemonade stand. And every time she would ask me, she would always come with a sketch of this new lemonade stand. And so for her birthday, I actually asked her what she wanted for her birthday, and she didn't really want anything. She's like a very sweet child like that. And instead of just doing a regular birthday, which I initially thought I would do, I had this idea as well that maybe I could gift her this whole business. And I spoke to one of my friends about it. Big up to Shanoi. And she was like, you could just do this one thing, turn it into a little business launch party. And so in that moment, I realized how meaningful her birthday would have been this year. And so, yeah, that was the whole concept, I guess, or reason behind this lemonade stand coming about this time, because she didn't want anything, and she's so conscious of the fact that we are going through a pandemic and people not having money. And I mean, like, I don't think at the time she was 7, I don't think a 7-year-old should be so concerned about, well, not that she shouldn't be, but I didn't expect her to be as concerned about that. So I was, very moved to doing something that would mean a lot to her.
And it's meant a lot, not only to her, but to people like me who loves to see creativity coming together to produce a business opportunity. So, Mom, Amara, kudos. Big kudos. Big up. Everything positive. Good job. Proud of you. Super proud of you. Don't forget to have me taste your stuff. And while you taste my stuff, I'll let you taste some of mine. So, well, we're going to transition a little bit. I know you're creative. And, I just told you before, when you see an interview progressing the way that you almost scripted it and everything just falls. You just spoke about how she's artistic and how she likes to draw. We're going to transition because me and you are going to have a conversation now. We guys are going to swap seats. And guess what? Amara, you're going to swap seats with your mom. And what I want you to produce is an art piece while me and your mom are talking about this moment. Everything about this moment, interpret whatever it is that this moment means to you. You have all the rest of the show to produce something on that white paper. Me and mom gonna have a little conversation.
Oh my God.
It's awesome, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that was little Amara, and she's about to go produce a masterpiece. And take her headphones off. She's about to go produce an absolute masterpiece with her artistic side. And when the show is done, Amara, you have about 20 minutes to produce something.
So you think I have so much to say to you for 20?
20 minutes. And I have some pencils here for you also, in case you need any, just to sketch anything. But those colors are actually really cool. When you start coloring with them, you'll understand what I'm talking about. All right. T! You are finally on my show. So thank you. And but I gotta ask you, girl, how do you do it, man? You're a busy woman. Like how do you and let me give the listen audience a little bit. She studied criminal justice. During the day, she puts her degree to use, and on some days she teaches children at her learning academy, and then on Saturday she runs a football academy, like soccer, football. And not to talk about whatever she does to get Amara to this amazing point. So how do you do it?
Maybe I don't.
Maybe you don't, and then
I'm trying to figure it out. Life is tough, but sorry.
It's okay.
My dreadlocks.
You could talk into the mic while you're fixing them.
Okay. Right. I feel like I'm just the type of person who is more productive if I'm doing a lot of things.
Okay.
Sounds weird.
No, it's not weird. I feel the same way.
Right. But all of these things that you mentioned came out of a passion. So it doesn't ever seem like I'm doing too much or I'm doing a lot.
Because you love what you do.
Yeah.
So let's go back to your you went to school in Maryland, right?
Yeah, University of Maryland Terps.
All right. Why?
Shout out to Amber and Anyeka.
Anyeka. That's a Nigerian name now.
She is Igbo too.
She's Igbo.
Onyekachi.
Onyekachi. No, Onyekachi. Onyekachi. Say it properly now. Onyekachi. No. Onyekachi. It's like a musical. Onyekachi.
I don't have the Nigerian accent.
But you can sing, can't you?
No. Don't start me, because I would on here.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you. I will behave. So, but criminal justice, why? I mean, who grows up says, I want to study criminal justice?
But
Like
I didn't.
Okay, so talk to me.
So my
Talk into the mic so I can hear
oh
you.
gosh. Right. So my intention was to be an accountant.
Mm-hmm.
I started off my degree in accounting, as a matter of fact. But during the time I went to university, St Kitts was experiencing a spate of gun violence, gang violence, and one of my classmates, I recall, was gunned down in the streets. And I always say he was probably one of the smartest persons I knew. He was exceptional. And I'm like, how could you just waste a life like this? You know, he was just in the street like a dog. And at the time, I needed an elective for my degree. And I probably would have been in my second year, my sophomore year. And I just took a random class, and it was intro to criminology. And then the shooting happened. My friend got killed. And, you know, so many other people that I knew were being killed. And it's like, I always feel like I wanted my life to be purposeful. Purposeful in the sense that I'm making a difference or making a change or having some sort of positive effect. And so it was in that moment, I'm like, I'm just going to be another accountant, you know. I just didn't want to just be another accountant. And I felt like at the time my country needed this sort of expertise. And so I switched my major to criminology and criminal justice, which kind of gives you a wider look of why crime happens and how to curb crime. So, yeah.
I'm enthralled and book. Let me give you a bow. All right. Good job. Proud of you.
Yeah.
Were you involved in the arts while you were in school?
No. Well, I took a few art classes.
But not like the arts like you're doing now.
No.
So that's attributed to Amara. Okay. So what were you the type of student who wanted to be, you know, going? Did you like go out often, or you were a bit recluse?
Oh, yeah. So my friends would tell you, I would stay in my dorm room.
I'm not surprised.
Just stay in my dorm room, and they would beg me to go out. When I went out, I did have fun though, which is the same right now.
Can you dance?
Well,
no, not okay. So I can dance, but people say it's football drills.
I don't know. When they beat me, I just do a little jig.
Okay. So
I try to have a good time though. So whether I look good or not, oh well.
Well, T, I really admire your passion for being involved with the youth in this country, and most certainly, is the most sustainable to make St. Kitts great again.
Right.
That's an acronym, STGA. STGA. But what drives your passion right now for getting involved with youth, and what subjects do you teach, and how did COVID affect your classes?
So this whole tutoring thing came about because I was, you know, I always tell people not to use fillers like and like, and I'm here doing it.
It's okay.
All right. So I need to speak confidently.
Yes.
I tell Amara this all the time.
Amara, you have 15 more minutes, so start using those colors when you're ready.
Right. So Goals Academy, the football.
Goza.
Goals Academy.
Goza.
Oh gosh.
Seriously, it's really
Right.
Goza.
Yeah. So that the football arm of it was started in 2015. And in 2016, I recognized that there was a need to bridge the gap between those players, those young players who had an amazing skill set, but they were missing something with respect to their academic development. And so I volunteered my time for those boys and girls who were enrolled at Goals Academy Youth Football.
Mm-hmm.
And we did that, but so many people started asking if I could assist, which I opened it up to anybody who wanted to come. But then it became, oh, I'm talking to Soft
Yes.
like a little mice.
It's okay.
Right. So, since 2016, I started planning and preparing to have my tutoring program, but it didn't materialize until 2018. Sometimes when you have certain people in your life, they kind of push you to doing what they think you ought to be doing. And, I was able to start my classes in September. For the primary school level, I assisted the children with the 4 major subject areas: social studies, science, language arts, and mathematics, obviously. And for the high school level, we focused on English, math, and I would help them with any other subject that they needed help with. I mean, I wouldn't teach it, but I would help them because sometimes I feel like I could just offer a little assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Since we've been doing that constantly for the last, I guess would be 2 years, thereabouts. 2018, 2019, we went into 2020. COVID came and we switched to online. We did Zoom classes and I tried to keep them interested, but we ended up finishing out the term. I haven't started as yet because
I can understand.
And I feel so terribly bad because I know so many people are calling me. I reached out to you recently.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I have this whole big plan, major idea, and it's just for it to happen. And I know once it happens,
It will happen.
Yes, hopefully.
No, it will happen.
Okay. So once that happens,
Seriously.
oh gosh, once that happens, we will have our own platform for Goals Academy, the academic arm of Goals Academy, to continue. I wanted to make sure that it was set up in a way that come COVID or not, we will not be interrupted.
Right.
And so that's what we're working towards. So that's what I'm working towards right now.
Well, we'll talk more about that because do you know I'm an educator also?
Yeah, I know. My coworkers told me
interesting
about you, and you taught at the college.
Yeah, I taught engineering, science, math, and
Yeah.
programming at the time. But teaching is my passion.
Nice.
And I am going to end up in the classroom, and I do have aspirations to having my own academy at some point.
Yeah, it's
because I want
needed.
to strip away the fat from what people learn and just give them what they need.
Exactly.
Everything is an introduction to this. You know what?
Right.
I'm going to prepare you for the real world. I'm going to give you real world examples, real world education that when you're done, you come out, you can actually work.
Right.
Tivanna, pay attention. She's good. Leave her alone.
Just wanted to say.
No, leave her. But I'm proud of you, and I love, and that's one of the reasons why I said I have to get you on here for you to tell your story, because I don't think people know, and we are more than what we do. We are our stories. I keep saying this. The stories that we can tell, the stories that we can create is really who we are, and that's what people connect to. And that's what I'm connecting to, and that's what she's connecting to.
Yeah, it's very strange that you asked me, because I'm like, what are you going on this man's show to talk about?
Well, you've been talking. We've been talking for almost 40 minutes already, and I'm pretty sure you don't even know.
No,
Okay.
I guess I'm not used to talking about myself. It's
Well,
not
that's okay.
something that I'm very comfortable doing.
It's all right. You're doing very well. Especially Amara is doing better than both of us. So you once said that you believe arts is an effective way for children to channel their emotion. Do you believe it's the same for adults, and do you use it personally? You personally?
Yes, I do.
What arts?
So, a couple years ago, I started dance. I'm not a dancer. I wish I was a real dancer.
So you have my other left foot.
No. No.
Oh.
Yours more left. You're in a league by yourself.
Okay. All right.
But
Shade.
yes, so I started with Leap. It was supposed to be a fun thing, and of course we took it to another level. Geneve is so amazing.
Oh yeah,
So
she's the next
amazing.
one I have to target for this show anyway.
Yes, wasn't she on here already?
Not yet. She didn't answer my calls, but she.
Okay, right. So
Yeah.
and she plays such a critical role in Amara's life. Amara is with her 3 times a week, and it's just so amazing. But I started dance with her, with a few other adult ladies, and I realized it allowed me to be free. And at the time I started dance, I really needed it. I really needed to unleash. Movement is fluid,
Right.
and I wanted to be a fluid person. I don't want to remain boxed in this shell or what society thinks we ought to be, and that kind of thing. And so I think that helped me to channel my creativity even more, and allowed me to be a more free spirit. So I mean, I haven't been able to dance formally, but I do it in my house.
It's
in
okay.
In my mirror.
You're allowed. I think the similar sentiment can be applied to sports, and I gotta ask how I saw you juggling, trying to juggle a
Oh, because
football.
I can't.
No, you tried, and it's clear to see you're not the coach of the academy.
No.
Okay. But what do you really do since you're not the coach? I mean, we can see that. What's your real role with the kids?
Well, I would say I do everything else off the field.
You physically there every Saturday?
Yes, well, except I didn't go the Saturday of Amara's birthday, but every Saturday I'm there. The children, I think they kind of know me to be the person. Sometimes I just say hello.
If you can hear me, clap once.
Yeah, they're really sweet children. They listen to me, and so I do everything off the field with the assistance of some other parents as well. My dad is the technical person who got the football coaches together and has created an amazing team. He's not with us right now because he moved to the BVI.
Oh.
Yeah. But this has always been his dream. Like, I grew up with my father playing football for Newtown, for the national team, coaching, and he coached Tucker Clark Primary. They won consecutive championships, and I mean, he was in my ear saying, I feel like I just need to coach the youth, and he just wasn't doing anything. And one day I decided to do some research about youth football, and I just got the blueprint. I bothered one of my friends. He's probably mad at me right now. I said I need a logo. Heg him, and he finally delivered it, and I just handed this blueprint to my dad. And so my dad is on the field. He creates the on the field thing because he stopped me from playing football when I was small.
No.
Because I don't eat vegetables.
You don't eat vegetables? High five.
You don't eat vegetables,
No.
neither? Are you just saying it?
Seriously, I don't.
Oh, okay.
And I've grown up.
I'm not the only one.
Tivanna, I've grown up to be
No,
big,
I'm
strong, and
not the
handsome.
only-
I've grown up to be
Well, that's
big,
what I say
strong,
too.
and you've grown up to be intelligent.
Okay, I grew up to be okay. Let's not push it. I grew up to be okay.
Girl, you just leading a football academy, teaching people else. You have Amara doing this masterpiece over here. Who's that? Lemonade? That you good without vegetables? People, vegetables are overrated. All right.
Lord, I ain't said that to me. With them children, eat your vegetables.
Yes,
That's
eat your
what
vegetables. Eat them.
That's what the doctor
This is what the
said.
doctor says.
But I wasn't allowed to play football, so I really didn't get a knack for it. But dealing with children, getting them organized, and interacting with them, that's my role at Goals Academy, keeping them together, interacting with the parents, some of them who have been with us since the inception. I mean, I call some of them my friends. They get to message me personally. I was sitting outside, one of them messaged me right before I came
They know
in
you're on the
here.
show?
Huh?
The nigga in the show.
Yeah, I post it on my WhatsApp.
Okay, I like that. I like that. So we're almost at the end, right? We're gonna end with two segments. And I love dad jokes, but you know there's something called mom jokes. I'm gonna read a couple.
Okay.
And I
hope
want
I
you.
laugh.
Well, if you don't laugh, then I'm mine, so I won't feel bad. Oh, Amara's telling me no. Don't worry.
Done, Amara?
Yeah, she's. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see. All right, son says, "Mom, can I get $20?" Mom says, "Does it look like I'm made of money?" And he says, "Well, isn't that what MOM stands for?" She laughed.
Amara, you know that one?
Okay,
She knows.
She knows it. All right, next one. I got her to laugh. Well, that's not a surprise.
Well, it's not very difficult to get me to laugh because I try to laugh every day. So,
All right.
but good job.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All
Why
right.
is a computer so smart? Because it listens to its motherboard.
Oh,
All right. What do you call a small mom? A mini mom.
a minimum.
All right.
My ears.
All right. Next. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Omelette.
I'ma let who?
Omelette mom is sleeping today. Like omelette.
Omelette. Oh God. Okay, that one ain't
Oh,
school.
ain't school. Okay. Okay. All right. 8-year-old says to mom. She's 8.
Amara.
I'm hungry, mom. And she says, Mom, have some fruit. 8-year-old says, I don't want any fruit. Mom says, then you're not hungry. That's it. Okay, last one. You must laugh at this one. A mother's trying to get her son to eat carrots. She says, carrots are good for your eyes. She says, and the son says, how do you know? Mom says, have you ever seen a rabbit wearing glasses?
Womp, womp, womp.
Anyway, the
Them
last
two ain't score.
thing in score, but guess what? Maybe you need to teach me how to score.
Me, I don't know. I don't know. Score what?
Just teach me how to score now.
Score what?
Teach me how to score.
Where you want score?
Goals.
Okay. Come to Goals Academy.
You teach me?
Not me. You just I don't know how to go on the field.
That was so teach me how to score different goals.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Last minute. We always engage in a rapid fire session. I'm gonna ask questions. And you're gonna answer. Amara, you're gonna answer some of these. I'll let you know. All right. First one. I can't wait to travel to this country.
Dubai.
All right. Amara, what's your favorite subject in school?
I would say social studies.
Okay. If I could be granted one do-over in life, it would be this.
Oh God. 2017.
2017. All right. Amara, who's your favorite superhero?
Marvel.
Marvel. Okay. That's a lot of them. Tivana, if I were the first female prime minister, what would this is what I will do almost immediately to positively impact our youth.
Wait, if I was the first
Yes.
female prime minister,
Mhm.
it's so much that I would do. But
First thing.
I would revamp our education system
Okay.
and make it more skills based.
I hear a song.
What's
All right. Anyway, Amara, a good genie comes to you and grants you 3 wishes. What would they be?
A dog.
A dog,
what kind of dog?
A corgi.
a corgi. All right.
Get 1,000,000 dogs.
Okay. Dogs. Okay. I think there's a hint here.
And then get a lemonade stand with my friends.
All right. Okay. So, Tivana, this is how I reacted when I realized how popular my car number plate was.
What?
Your car number plate.
My car number plate?
Yeah. You don't know it's popular?
No.
424?
Oh, well, thank God. I don't know. I didn't know.
You don't know?
No, why is it popular?
Okay, people went after going to do research on the numbers 424. Next. Amara, if you can have superpowers, you can choose between being invisible and being able to fly. Which would you pick?
Invisible.
All right. All right. Tivana, this is one character trait Amara takes after me with, and I am very proud of it.
I don't know. She is very kind-hearted.
All right.
Yeah.
Just like you.
Yeah.
All right. Amara, number 10. What do you love the most about your mom?
Her confidence.
Her confidence. Well, she came on this show. I like it. Bonus round. Best part about tonight's show is each of you.
Mara, you go first.
That I get to draw.
You got to draw and T.
The best part about the show. Well, I don't think I messed up too much. So
You messed up at all. You
I
came.
didn't mess up your show. I was concerned about that.
Nah, I wasn't at all.
So I guess that's the best part for me. I don't know.
All right. One more. And I'm sorry for this, but what do you call a girl who says she'll call you but never calls you back?
A Tivanna.
On that note. On that note, right? On that note, we've reached to the end of the show, and it's been amazing, and it was exactly as I anticipated. Amara has done this masterpiece, and I'm gonna show the cameras, and it looks like a bit of an anime, which
Yeah.
I've never really understood. Do the cameras?
No, that is not what anime is.
What
That
is
is
it?
not what anime is.
What's this, Amara?
My own art style.
Her own art style. Okay, she doesn't want to be. She wants to be original. But thank you so much. It's been amazing, and we will be back here next week. We out. Thank you so much. Bye.